and welcome to the KT Life podcast, your window to life in the UAE. My name is Anamika Chatterjee and I'm your host. And today we have with us the OTT's most popular matchmaker who has just given us 15 minutes of her time to talk about modern relationships, what are the challenges and what are the high points. Please join me in welcoming Seema Taparia.
Hello Dubai. I love you. I'm Seema Taparia from Mumbai.
This is the KT Live podcast by Khaleej Times.
Seema, you've just launched a new song and it has got a fabulous response, right?
Yes.
What got you into singing?
I had many, we all have so much of creativity. There is no boundary for creativity. Same thing, I always thought that since childhood I had planned to sing a song, that when the 3 seasons came of Indian matchmaking and I saw that the whole world is loving me, respecting me, and they're loving my voice and they're loving the way how I talk to the people, how I address the audience, how I give the advice, then people, wherever I go, I recognize me through my voice also. Like in COVID, when I came to Dubai with the mask, with the voice, they should recognize. Oh, you're Seema Taparia. Because face you cannot see, but with the voice, you're Seema Taparia. Like Dubai, whole world was loving me with my voice. So I thought, since childhood, I had a dream that I should sing one song. Then I thought, why not sing a Shadi ka song? Because my full connection is with Shadi, matchmaking. So then I planned to sing this song. And it's launched 3 days before. And the song has got viral. People are loving it because it is a peppy song full of enthu, dance, and it's a very fast song for the marriage. So the world is loving it. It's going viral. I'm sure you all will play in your marriage, in your functions, in your mehndi, in your shadi, in your geet. It is applicable for everything. It will be, in every occasion you can enjoy this song.
Okay, Seema, you are considered an authority when it comes to relationship. What are the qualities of a good matchmaker, somebody like yourself?
Since childhood, I had the ability to talk to people, to understand them, to be social and connect them. And I used to understand the rishtas also. Since 25 years before, I did a match of my own sister Preeti, who is happily married in Boston. So after that, I thought, why not I help my society, my community, and when they are hunting, they can come to me. So it becomes easy for them that I help them for the match, and they get their criteria, they're all, everything what they want and all, and then I help according to them. So in 2005, I started matchmaking, and I've matched so many, hundreds of matches I've done. And then when A Suitable Girl came in 2017, a story of me and my daughter on Netflix, it won award in Tribeca. After that, they pitched the idea to Netflix. And Netflix, in the history, they made a first reality show. It's a total reality, taking me, that is called Indian Matchmaking. They showed me I'm a traditional Indian housewife with the traditional values. And I showed my traditional values in the show. And my traditional values made me a star in the show. Gone viral, it has gone throughout the globe. People have loved it because they connect themselves and they like, oh, this is my story. They identify themselves, they connect themselves. The show is one of its kind and the people have loved this show. And I worked so hard just because to get love and respect. I got love and respect, but fame was the byproduct what I got. These qualities of the matchmaker, I'm a globetrotter, we have to travel. I personally go to everybody's house. I see their way of living, their standard of living, ask their criteria, see the family standards and all. The upbringing, the family values is very important to hunt for a match. So these are the qualities. I follow all this. And one important thing, I think as my son and daughter, and I work for the match. I think it's connected because I'm a mother also. It's connected to me. So I think as a son and a daughter, and I match there. And this is the beauty. And when the match is there, they give me divine blessings. And I get such a peace and satisfaction when some matches happen that I've done a very good thing on this earth. But during this process, that I balance my professional life and my individual life. That is very important.
You are also dealing with a lot of young couples who are in their young individuals who are in their 20s. What are usually their common expectations from a good match?
In today's generation, they have lot and lot of expectations. Number one, I tell the youth, lower your expectations. Number one. Why? Because the youth, they are just in today's world. They see the movies, they see that, and they dream that we want everything. They want brains, they want beauty, they want a family, they want education, they want compatibility, they want connectivity, they want wavelength. What all they don't want. But I tell them that you will get only 60-70%. And if you get 60, you should, for the criteria, you should proceed. Because 100% nobody has got. And while staying together, you can make 100%. And advice to the youth. Today's youth is, they are, independent. They earn independently. And they are very smart. They are focused in life. So, they should know the value of giving, sharing, caring, loving. These 4 values, if they know, then the life will be smooth. So, the only advice to the youth I give is, when you have these values, and you will never get the problem of divorces or depression and all. Because these values are very important. I would not say compromise, because adjusting is a good word, and everybody, we have to adjust in life. I'll give the example, when we go to the airport and when they say the flight is late, what do? You just sit, have a coffee, have a magazine just to take a walk, or you tell, no, I want to rush, please, I want to go. No, you adjust there. So the same thing, you adjust in your office, you adjust in many places. Why don't you adjust in your family life? Today's youth doesn't have patience, sorry to tell that. And giving space to your partner. Appreciate each other's strength. You have to adjust. Her hobbies will be different, your hobbies will be different. Her taste will be different to the food, you have to adjust. So I would say that, which the institution of these qualities, which are going through thousands of years, there is some value in this. So I would tell the youth, that if these qualities are intact, then you will not get the problem, and balance your professional life and with that individual life. Then you will never have any problem in their life. Your life will be smooth.
And also you bring in a lot of personal touch in your, clients' engagements at a time when, there are dating apps and people are just swiping, through different profiles. Do you think the youth have also become impatient or lack the attention span to really invest themselves or to really understand a prospective partner?
I would say that dating apps and all this Bumble and all, they have something importance only up to some extent, but not beyond that. But in matchmaking, arranged marriages, some person is involved. So when the person is involved, the risk is, it's not higher, because somebody is responsible for the two families to get together. And there is eye contact between the two families. When there is arranged marriage and when two families or the boy and the girl meet, that's the beauty of arranged marriage and matchmaking. But these things doesn't happen in the apps.
Have you been ever given a very strange criteria by any client? We don't want you to name the client. Something, I read one of your interviews where you said that somebody told you that the girl should be 6 feet or 5 feet something. And anything hilarious?
You see, God has given totally different personalities. Each person is different than other. So I have to deal with everybody. But people say, my God, how much patience you have. We have to deal because every character is different. Because in arranged marriage, we can give a criteria. We can give a preference. You see, Maji, we want this. Then I explain them. You see, you will not get. You checklist what you want in 60%. You want some family, you want beauty, you want education, you want some hobbies, what you want in 60%, 70%. If you are getting all these things in the checklist box, then you can proceed. Because you will not get everything you will not get. If you leave one match and go to the other, there also will have some problem. Because you will not get 100%. So I explain them, and I get all different criterias. I have to work for them. But I explain them and they understand.
You are hugely popular among NRIs all over the world. They seek your services. How are the NRIs, their expectations of a prospective partner different?
In NRIs, what happens? That they cannot make up their mind. That is a problem. Sorry to tell. They are going on meetings in 1 year, 2 years, and after 2 years or 1 year, and then no, I cannot connect with her. She's not of my type, or the compatibility is not there. How will a compatibility be? You tell us, please. Because if you are a sibling, whether your brother and sister are same, no. They are different. Then how can you think a girl and a boy from the other mother's womb and you are from the other mother's womb? How can they be same? You have to little adjust. I'm not telling compromise. You have to adjust. Little be flexible. Okay, she has these qualities, I have these qualities. You have to adjust and stay together. That is the beauty of a good married life.
You brought an important thing about the courtship period. Now young people want to really, even in India, they really want to prolong the courtship period to actually understand the person, which is a lifelong process, right? According to you, is the ideal courtship period?
Now you tell me, if they go on meeting for 1 year, will they understand that?
No.
Then in 1 or 2 months only, in one meeting only they will understand in first meeting. 50% is yes or no in the only first meeting. Then you understand and then you tell no. And you go on meeting for 1 month, 2 months and still you're not understanding. That means it's I think they are not clear in their mind. When I tell 3 or 4 months, really they say, yes, Seema auntie. Seema ji, we agreed. Okay, now we can proceed that way. If they don't want to proceed, in the first meeting only they will tell no. In one meeting, they'll come to know that whether we should proceed or no. And not like it's going on for months and months.
Your own marriage has been exemplary with Anup, who's also with us over here, having encouraged you to, start this business of matchmaking. And now you've ventured into singing. So what has that journey been like?
We have been married since 40 years. I just completed my 40th anniversary on 24th May.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Ji. And it was arranged marriage at that time. I was 19 and he was 21. My father went and saw there. They came and they said yes. And we met only for 30 minutes, that's all. When we stay together, we have to adjust. So we are north and south, but we are happily staying because his hobbies are different, my hobbies are different. His choice of food is different, my choice of food is different. Means he likes salads and fruits, I like something South Indian and something that way. But we are happily adjusting. Likewise, everybody has to do that adjustment in life. So ours is arranged marriage and we are happily there. We are the example. Appreciate each other's strength and values. That is very important. So behind my success, my husband is a big pillar of strength. He has supported me step by step. My daughters have supported me. So I am here. Being in a conservative Marwadi family, to have a name throughout the globe in 200 countries at this age is impossible. So I would say that behind every successful woman, there is a progressive husband. So he has helped me and I am there at this stage.
We are almost about to wrap up. Seema ji, you are also launching a dating app. You mentioned in an interview. What would that be about? Not a dating app, matrimony app.
Yeah, so I'll be launching within some 10-15 days. So it will be a very good app. Those who want services of Seema Taparia, that one segment is there in that app. Those who want to register, they can register. But those who want a service of Seema Taparia, even they can register. So I can give my services there.
And for all your fans in this region, 3 pieces of advice that you would give for a healthy relationship.
Advice I would give that always lower your expectations, drop your ego, be happy, and you adjust in every situation. You see how life will be smooth and you'll be happy. Everybody has problems in life, but with so happily you take those problems and then you adjust. That's all I can tell. And youngsters, those who are seeing a partner, don't expect so high. Seema auntie has said 60-70% milega. That's all. If that's there, you should proceed. Because if you hunt for 100%, you will not get married because you'll just be hunting, Arey, I want 100%. So this is a small advice from Seema.
Thank you so much, Seema ji.
Thank you.
Please let us know what you thought of this episode of KT Life Podcast. We are available on Google, Amazon, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. Those were 15 precious minutes with Seema Taparia.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.